Hey there, creative spirits. Get ready to unlock a world of vibrant colors and endless creativity. With Petri resin jewelry, you can create captivating designs that are truly one of a kind. This technique mimics the mesmerizing patterns found in Petri dishes, transforming simple resin into miniature works of art. Imagine the swirling colors and intricate details that you can achieve. It's easier than you think, I promise. With just a few simple steps, you can start creating your own stunning pieces. Let's dive in and get those creative juices flowing. Mixing colors and experimenting with different techniques can lead to some truly amazing results. Whether you're a seasoned resin artist or just starting, Petri resin jewelry offers endless possibilities for experimentation and self-expression. You can try different color combinations, add glitter, or even incorporate tiny objects into your designs. From earrings and pendants to rings and keychains, the variety of items you can create is astounding. Each piece can be customized to reflect your personal style and creativity. You'll be amazed by the stunning pieces you can create. The satisfaction of seeing your finished work is truly rewarding. So grab your supplies and let's embark on this colorful adventure together. Whether you're making gifts for loved ones or creating something special for yourself, the journey of making Petri resin jewelry is as enjoyable as the final product. Before we get our hands messy with resin, let's talk safety. Working with resin is fun, but it's super important to protect yourself. Always wear gloves and a mask when mixing and pouring resin to avoid skin contact and inhaling fumes. Make sure you're working in a well-ventilated area. This will help the fumes dissipate quickly. Remember, safety always comes first. Now that we've got that covered, let's move on to the fun part. The magic of Petri resin jewelry lies in the fascinating interaction between resin and alcohol inks. Alcohol inks are highly pigmented and spread beautifully in resin, creating those stunning organic patterns. When alcohol ink is added to resin, it doesn't fully mix. Instead, it creates those mesmerizing cell-like patterns that give Petri resin jewelry its unique charm. It's like a tiny science experiment that results in wearable art. Now let's dive into the fascinating world of resin. There are two main types you can use for Petri resin jewelry: UV resin and epoxy resin. Each has its unique characteristics and applications. Both have their pros and cons, so choosing the right one depends on your preference and project needs. Let's break down what makes each type special. UV resin cures quickly under UV light, making it perfect for those who want instant gratification. You can complete your project in minutes, which is ideal for quick crafts or last-minute gifts. However, it can be a bit more expensive. The convenience and speed come at a higher cost, but for many, the time saved is worth the price. Epoxy resin, on the other hand, is more budget-friendly and comes in larger quantities. This makes it a great option for larger projects or for those who are just starting out and want to practice without breaking the bank. It takes longer to cure, usually 24 to 48 hours, but it gives you more working time to perfect those intricate Petri designs. This extended working time allows for more detailed and complex creations, giving you the flexibility to experiment and refine your techniques. Ultimately, the choice between UV and epoxy resin comes down to your specific needs and preferences. Whether you prioritize speed and convenience or cost and flexibility, both types of resin offer unique benefits that can help you create stunning Petri resin jewelry. So gather your supplies, choose your resin, and let your creativity flow. Happy crafting! Time to get our hands a little sticky. Whether you've chosen UV resin or epoxy resin, the mixing process is pretty similar. Always follow the instructions on your specific resin brand for the correct mixing ratios. Once your resin and hardener are thoroughly mixed, slowly pour a thin layer into your mold. Avoid creating bubbles by pouring gently and using a toothpick to pop any that appear. Remember, a smooth resin base is key for those stunning Petri effects. Section 6, Unleash the Petri Magic Alcohol Ink Techniques. In this section, we will dive deep into the mesmerizing world of alcohol inks and how they can transform your resin projects into stunning pieces of art. Here comes the fun part, adding those vibrant alcohol inks. These inks come in a variety of colors, each more vibrant than the last, allowing you to create a spectrum of hues in your resin. Using a dropper, carefully add drops of your chosen colors to the resin. Watch as the ink spreads and interacts with the resin, creating beautiful organic patterns. Don't overthink it. Let the colors flow and create their own magic. Tilt the mold gently to guide the inks, but let them find their own path. For bolder patterns, add more ink. The more ink you add, the more intense and dramatic the colors will become, creating striking visual effects. For a subtler look, use less. A few drops can create delicate, ethereal patterns that are just as beautiful in their own right. Experiment with different color combinations and techniques like blowing through a straw to create stunning effects. This can help you achieve unique marbled patterns that are truly one of a kind. Remember, there are no mistakes in art, only happy accidents. Embrace the unexpected and let your creativity flow freely. Each piece you create will be a unique expression of your artistic vision. Section 7, Patience is a Virtue. Curing your masterpieces. Now that your Petri resin designs are complete, it's time for the waiting game, curing. If you're using UV resin, place your mold under a UV lamp for the time specified on the bottle. For epoxy resin, cover your mold and let it cure in a dust-free area for 24 to 48 hours. Patience is key here. Resist the temptation to touch your creations before they're fully cured. Section 8, the finishing touches, sanding and polishing. Once your resin pieces are completely cured and hard, it's time to add those finishing touches. Gently sand any rough edges with fine grit sandpaper for a smooth and professional look. To make those colors pop, polish your pieces using a resin polishing compound or a soft cloth with a bit of mineral oil. This will give your Petri resin jewelry a beautiful shine and make those intricate patterns stand out even more. Section 9, keep the creative juices flowing. Congratulations. You've created your own stunning Petri resin jewelry. Now that you've mastered the basics, Don't be afraid to experiment with different colors, techniques, and embellishments. The possibilities are truly endless. Don't forget to subscribe for more creative tips and tricks and share your resin masterpieces with me on social media. Happy crafting!